Welcome to artworkexplained.com.au. In this lesson, I will explain how to mock up a lanyard using Adobe Illustrator CS3. You can also follow along by going to artworkexplained.com.au and clicking on the PDF that is for how to mock up a lanyard. So here we have the brief. The customer has sent through all the details, and these details are exactly what we need to know to produce this art approval plus production art. So let's go into Adobe Illustrator CS3. I'm going to create a new document by going to File, New, and I'm going to make the width 900 because, as we can see up here, the customer wants it 900 wide. But with the height, they've stated 12 mils, but I'm going to keep the page size at 210. Please make sure your color mode is always in CMYK, and the raster effects and preview mode, just leave it as is. So I press OK. Now the first thing I need to do is paste the brief into the document. It's a good practice to do this because when a customer signs off an artwork, they're not only seeing the artwork, but they're also seeing what the job entails. So I'm just going to go Command V, which is paste. And if we just zoom up, we can obviously see all the details. They're exactly the same as these details here. So let's just zoom out, and I'm going to create the lanyard now, which is basically a very long and skinny rectangle. I'm going to start on the left side of the page, go over to your rectangle tool, and if you can't see rectangle tool, all you need to do is press Option and click the object, and it just cycles through. So I've got that, so all I need to do is just a single click and type in 900 by 12, click OK, and there you have it. You've created the lanyard shape. Now that's a little bit high, so I might just use the black arrow tool and just drag it down like that. Okay, so let's change the color. Now the customer's asked for PMS 368, so what we need to do is go down to Swatch Libraries, up to Color Books, and down to Pantone Solid Coated. So here we have all our colors. Now, a little tip is to click this little triangle that goes down, Show Find Field, and let's type in 368, and it's highlighted the color. Now, please make sure that your fill color is on top. If it looks like that, it means your stroke color is on top. At the moment, it's showing none, but yeah, just whatever you click on will bring it to the front, and whenever you allocate a color, depending on if the stroke's in the front or the fills in the front, it will assign that color to it. So we've got the fill at the front, and I click the PMS color, and we've changed the color. Fantastic. So I'm just going to delete that out. Now the next thing we need to do is apply the logo, which is just text. So I'm going over to the T tool, highlight the text, I go copy, I then select the black or the white arrow tool, and notice how it's deselected the typing action, and I zoom out and I come back over here, click the T tool again. Now make sure you click below the rectangle, because if I click on it, notice how the cursor changes. If I was to click there, it will then run it along this rectangle, and I don't want to do that, so I just click once and then I go Command V, or you can go up to Paste, Edit and Paste, click the white arrow tool, and then go over to your character, and I want to change it to bold. Now the customer has asked for this to be 8mm high, so the first thing I want to do is go up to Type, go to Create Outlines, and this means the font is no longer active, and also it means I can just go into Transform and highlight the height and type in 8, and make sure this little chain here has got the arrows up and below, and there you have it. You've converted that to an 8mm high piece of artwork. So let's get our black arrow tool and drag it up like that, and that looks pretty right. If you want to be really spot on, click and drag over both the rectangle and the type, go over to Align and click this button here. So it was pretty much spot on. Now we need to create a 25mm gap, so let's create that gap now using your rectangle tool. Click on the right side of the P, just a one click, and type 25 by 25. Click OK. Now let's select the black arrow tool and press Shift and click on the type. Now we need to go back to the white arrow tool, come down to the left, bottom left of the L and click on that anchor point, click drag, and I'm also pressing Command Option Shift, and I'm stopping just there on the right side of the square. And as you can see, we've duplicated it or copied it. Now the next step I want to do is just repeat that along, so I just press Command D, Command D, Command D, Command D, so on and so forth. Just deselect, and there you have it, you've made a mock-up. Now I need to delete these little black squares, so click, drag, and I've selected just the squares and press delete. So let's have a closer look. That's looking pretty good. So let's just move this up so it just looks nice and neat. So far we've perfectly mocked up a lanyard. Next thing you may want to do is put a photograph next to here of a simple J hook. So let's go place a photograph. Here we have one. Press place. Using the black arrow tool, just drag it down, and you can even scale it. So I press Shift, scale, like so. Just make it look nice and neat. And there you have it, you've mocked up a lanyard. Now what we need to do is select the type and convert it to outlines, because when someone opens this file up, if they don't have the exact same typeface, they'll get a font error. So let's go up to type, create outlines, and there you have it. Let's save this file and call it lanyard ARD mockup, and press save. Now when you submit this to a customer, they may not have a 900mm wide printer. So what you could do is go File, Document Setup. Now let's just quickly change it to A4, press OK, and then go up to File, Copy, and type in A4 Art Approval, go down to Format, press PDF, and go Save, and just created it. Let's call it a high-res version, press Save. But I now want to go back to the original, so I just go Command Z, which is edit, edit, undo, go back to the previous spot, and that's basically what you have to do to mock up a lanyard. So I hope that's been helpful, and please go to the PDF for greater detail, and I hope that's been helpful. Thanks for watching artworkexplained.com.au.